This is Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. We're joined by Mike Morrell, member of the California State Assembly. I want to speak with you about the state budget. As you know, in I think it's 47 states, we have a majority budget rule. California recently became the 48th. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not commenting, but I just want to know, how has it played out over the last 2 years?
Well, the good news is they still need a 2/3 majority, where they need us Republicans if they want to increase taxes. And last year, our party held together. We said no to no new taxes, and we were able to save our citizens of California $58 billion.
Right. That would have been the extension of the 2009 taxes.
But we saved them $58 billion, which is pretty nice. So what they've decided this year is they're going to circumvent us, since we say no to bad things like high taxes, and so a lot of the budgets has been behind closed doors. We had a budget committee meeting, which I happened to be on just a week ago, and there was no budget really presented. It was only concepts, like they had, yeah, we're going to give money to schools, but they didn't have how much. It was sort of an interesting thing. Definitely a lack of transparency, you know. And then when we finally did get the budget to go on the floor, the trailer bills, there was approximately 26 of them with no language in them, and so we were voting on a very vague, conceptual sort of budget.
I want to talk about taxes because, as you know, the governor has been a supporter of his initiative, which would increase sales tax by 1/4 cent for 4 years, increase taxes on the wealthy for 7 years. He is adamant that if we don't pass this tax initiative, we're going to see draconian cuts to education. The realignment plan, which sends state prisoners to county jails, will be impacted. What's your sense of the tax initiative?
Well, we can't tax anymore. We have to get our budget in order. Look at, there's over 500 government agencies and oversight agencies. You would think the only thing that the governor likes to talk about is education, because, you know, that's our students. We all care about them. They're the most vulnerable. And when our governor, unfortunately, starts to cut, he goes right towards education, and then that way he can make an appeal to the public that we need taxes. Let me finish one point. There's over 500 other agencies where we can reduce or cut to get our budget in control.
I believe you.
And I think it's easy.
Yeah, but the question is, okay, let's do it. We keep hearing
about this. He doesn't want to.
This.
He wants to grow government. He's got a few extra $1 billion in spending over and above last year.
What about when Schwarzenegger was governor? I mean, it seems as if this whole notion of efficiencies and decreasing the size of government, why is it so hard to do?
Because I think what happens is, in the DNA of the party on the other side, you know, you have mostly progressives, and again, they believe in the expansion of government and the expansion of the welfare state, and that means you have to grow government.
Although the governor has called for severe reductions in welfare.
He has called, but I believe he has called, but it is smoke and mirrors, because behind closed doors, in a meeting we had with him, he has said, come on, guys. He actually said this at a luncheon in front of us Republicans. There was probably 20 other Republicans with me. He said, pass taxes so I don't have to do another smoke and mirrors budget this year. So, I mean, you know, he says one thing to the press, but behind closed doors, he admits that his budget is a smoke and mirrors.
I mean, it's a huge challenge. There's no doubt.
No, it is. You got to give him the benefit of that. But then again, too, we have gone crazy. You know, again, getting back to our nation's first principles, it's about reducing government, and government's power is supposed to be limited. And if anything, those tax dollars.
The governor has said we have too many damn regulations. Those were his words.
But you know what? You see, again, the thing why I wonder if he's being intellectually honest on this. He says those, but then he sure signs them as they come across his desk. Hundreds of new regulations that man assigned. His
name is Mike Morrell. He's a member of the California State Assembly. My name is Brad Pomerance. We thank you so much for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.